God judges. And a lot of people don't want a God who judges. I mean, people don't want a God who judges. And I mean, we want God to be domesticated and tolerant. And we think God's job is just giving out ice cream to everybody at the gates of heaven when their heart stops beating, right? I mean, good job. He's like Mr. Rogers. I don't even know why I said that. About half the congregation said, "Who is Mr. Rogers?" So anyway, but most people don't want a judgmental God. We don't want a judgmental God. We don't want a God who judges because, think about it, to judge there has to be a standard. And we don't want a standard unless we create that standard, right? Did you realize that we don't want God to judge, but we judge? Oh, no. Well, we live in a world of, you can't judge me, right, on everything. Why? Because I want to do what I want to do, and I don't want you to point out. Now, judgment, the Bible talks about judgment, right? We can't judge people, and what he's talking about there is our opinion. We can't say, my opinion, or that's not what I would do, or that's different than me, so it's bad or wrong, or you're not as good as me. That's judgment, right? We can't look at other people's sin, and now when you sin, if I commit a sin, let me reverse it. If I commit a sin, you walking up to me saying, "Hey, that's wrong, that's sin," then you're not judging me based on your opinion. You're judging me based on God's word, and that is proper judgment. Wrong judgment is to say, "Oh, you commit that sin? I'd never commit that sin. You're horrible." You see, now I'm saying your sin's worse than my sin, and see, that's a misplaced judgment. But a proper judgment is me saying, "You sinned," right? But we don't like that because we don't want a standard unless we create that standard.